Go. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Success Coaching for a Better World. This is Manny Nowak, and I'd like to welcome you. If you haven't been here before, it's great to have you. If you have, welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about attitude. Attitude. You know, and the title of today's talk really is Attitude, the Greatest Equalizer You Have Control of. My name is Manny Nowak, and as always, I welcome you. And again, you know, I get on this attitude kick because I think it's so critical that if you can get people to understand that they can control their attitude, there's nothing that can stop them. So, I really get tired of people thinking their life success and direction or lack of is someone else's fault. Grow up. You control your attitude. No one else does. Either get it together or settle for less than you really want. And I know that no one out there wants to settle for less. I have a great story to share with you today on attitude. And if you don't find new direction after this one, I'm not sure there's a lot of hope. But anyhow, this story comes out of a January issue of our Daily Bread. And it's about Jean Domek Bowery's memoir, The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. And it describes his life after a massive stroke left him with a condition called locked-in syndrome. And although he was almost completely paralyzed, Bobby was able to write his book by blinking his left eyelid. And an aide would recite a coded alphabet until Barbie blinked to choose the letter of a word he was dictating. The book required about 200,000 blinks to write, and Barbie used the only physical ability left him to communicate with others. Now, what was that you were complaining about? Your sales were off last week? Seems kind of trivial in face of the diving bell story, don't you think? You didn't close a huge deal last week? And the point is, you didn't get the bonus you needed? Again, kind of trivial when we look at someone like Barbie and what he was able to do just because of attitude. You have to work all weekend to get a proposal together and you got no time for yourself? Again, how trivial are the things that we spend our time on, and how weak is our attitude? You see, when we put things in our life in perspective, sometimes it seems we're the one that sucks and not the other person. Or you experience your own locked-in syndrome? What are you going to do about it? You see, attitude is the #1 key to your success moving forward. Forget all the rest, and let's start by getting your attitude into a proper perspective. Forget what happened in the past. The past is gone. Forget what happened in the past. It is gone. You can't change it. You can't go backwards. You can't do anything about it except deal with it with an attitude that says, I'm moving forward. And I'm going to be different. Attitude is more important than the past, more important than education, than money, than circumstances, than failure, than success, than what other people think, say, or do. It's more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill, and it will make or break a company, a church, or a home. And that's a great quote by Mr. Charles Swindoll. Think of that. Think of that. So, how's your attitude doing today? You have the control, all the control, total control to take your attitude wherever you want it to go. You can accomplish all that you want, or you can accomplish nothing. But either way, the controlling factor is your attitude, which you have total control over. We all know about the 80-20 rule in most things, but again, if I do a quote from Charles Swindoll's 90-10 rule, he says, life is 10% of what happens and 90% of how you react to it. Think about it. We have almost zero control over the things that happen to us, yet we have total, absolute control over how we react to them. Just let me repeat that for a minute, because you need to understand. We have almost zero control over things that happen. Stuff happens, but your reaction is totally in your control. When that situation occurs in your life, business, career, family, or health today, remember, you have control over the fact of what you're going to do. You don't have any control over the fact that it happened, but how you react is totally up to you. You have control. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Starting today, right now, immediately after you listen to this, or you read it, never again do you have to let anything control your attitude. It's all yours. Do you think this can make a huge difference in your life? You know it can. And I quote Viktor Frankl in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, when he says, the last of the human freedoms is to change one's attitude in my given set of circumstances. Go out this week with a fresh and powerful attitude. Go out this week with an attitude that can accomplish the things that you were meant to do. Go out this week and handle all that comes up in your life with the attitude of a winner. Because you see, you are a winner. You control your attitude. Now go do it. This is Manny Nowak, Success Coaching for a Better World. If you want to talk, 856-358-4021. That's 856-358-4021. I'm on the web at www.MannyNowak. That's MannyNowak.com. Put Manny in front of it, and you have Manny at MannyNowak.com. Email me. Go out this week with a great attitude. You can do it. And thanks again. Manny Nowak, Success Coaching for a Better World.